Speaking of United Center, it'll also play host to a pair of WNBA games for the first time this season. The Sky announcing their matchups, hosting the Indiana Fever will be moved from Wintrust to the UC, has about double the capacity, so more tickets available to watch Caitlin Clark.
Why are only Caitlin Clark games moving to the United Center? Angel Reese recently complained to reporters, seemingly baffled by the Sky's decision to upgrade venues only when the Indiana Fever comes to town. The answer might hurt her feelings, but sometimes the truth stings.
Well, what I do realize is that as of right now, no other Chicago Sky game have been moved to the United Center, except for one, Indiana.
When a rookie enters the league and immediately forces teams to find bigger venues because 10,000 seats just aren't enough, that's not just hype, it's a financial reality. The Indiana Fever set a franchise record last season, bringing in nearly 341,000 fans at Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
Sky? Not even close. Yet somehow she's convinced herself they're equally responsible for growing the game.
We've got the receipts, sales numbers, screenshots, and everything else on this arena situation that has Angel Reese absolutely furious.
It looks like the Chicago Sky have finally done what we've been asking for, which was to schedule the games against the Fever at the United Center. And also, in case you weren't already aware, the United Center is the biggest basketball arena in the country. Both home games against the Fever have been scheduled at the United Center.
Did you catch how quickly the Chicago Sky announced they're moving only their Indiana Fever matchups to the United Center? Let's break down what that really means. The Sky just made a huge announcement that has the WNBA world buzzing. 2 games in the 2025 season will be played at the legendary United Center. And guess which games? Both matchups against Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. This isn't a random venue change, it's a statement.
Coming to town, man, all these teams are going to cash in on that. It's just the nature of the business at this point. One fan saying, let's go Fever, taking over the United Center. I can't wait. The Angel Reese effect? No. They know better than to leave free money on the table when the face card comes to town. Yeah, man, because we remember last time Caitlin Clark was there, bro, the arena erupted.
The timing makes this even more interesting. The Sky spent the entire 2024 season playing at the smaller, 10,000-seat Wintrust Arena,
including every single game that featured their own rookie Angel Reese. Not once did the organization feel compelled to move to a bigger venue. Not even during the height of Angel's rookie season when she was supposedly drawing such massive crowds.
It seems the Chicago Sky have had to move 2 of their home games to a larger facility, a larger basketball facility. I'm sure, no doubt, this is the Angel Reese effect. I've got no doubts, no qualms. There's nothing. She even told me herself right here that it's not just one other player, it's because...
Now, with Clark coming to town, Sky president Adam Fox says they want to reward fans' passion and dedication by expanding capacity. But if this is about Chicago Sky fans, why only these 2 games? What makes them different from all the others?
One of the hottest tickets in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark coming back to the city that she owns, coming back to Chicago after Chicago gave her such a warm welcome last year. They threw Barbie night for Caitlin Clark's arrival. They gave her pink towels. The fans were lined up on the side. She was signing autographs. How is Chicago going to welcome Caitlin Clark this next year around? How are they going to top Barbie night in a 9,000-seat arena? Well, easy. We move Barbie night to a 21,000-seat arena.
The numbers tell the real story. The United Center holds nearly 21,000 fans, more than double Wintrust Arena's capacity. This isn't just a venue swap, it's a business decision that exposes an uncomfortable truth about star power in the WNBA.
This is the motion that the Indiana Fever / Caitlin Clark.
And Chicago isn't the only team making moves. The Washington Mystics, Las Vegas Aces, Atlanta Dream, and Connecticut Sun have all shifted their Fever matchups to bigger venues. See the pattern? Teams aren't upgrading venues randomly, they're doing it specifically for games featuring Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark and Fever games getting moved to bigger venues on the road is normal at this point in time. We see it happen quite often whenever that Fever show comes to town. But in this case, it is interesting considering the opponent and considering the venue.
Social media reactions say it all. Fans are frustrated that only Clark's games are getting the upgrade treatment,
suggesting that Angel Reese's drawing power isn't considered significant enough to warrant the same move. Some fans have been particularly vocal about this perceived disparity in star power, arguing that if Angel Reese were truly as popular as Caitlin Clark, more of her games would be moved to larger venues as well.
My goodness. America's team versus a team who has the person who is the scourge of society. Oh, God. Oh, man. Quote, they watch for me, too. Barbie night? Which one is Barbie night? You got to think one of the two is going to be Barbie night, right? Look at this. Laughing my ass off. Caitlin is really giving every single team a fundraising game. I am weak. My GOAT is simply different.
What's particularly awkward about this situation is how directly it contradicts the narrative Angel Reese has been pushing. Throughout last season, she repeatedly positioned herself as an equal draw to Clark, claiming that people were watching women's basketball because of her too. But actions speak louder than words, and the Sky's decision to
moving games to the United Center sends a clear message about who's really filling seats.
Moving to the United Center. So that's significant in the sense of it will be the first games ever played by WNBA teams in the United Center. The games on Saturday, June 7th and Sunday, July 27th. One had a date change, but they will be moving to the largest capacity arena in the NBA. You know, more than double, I believe, what the Sky's typical home arena is able to hold. And of course, I mean, this is a
question hanging in the air isn't just why they're moving these games. It's why they're only moving these games when one of their own stars claims to be such a massive draw. If Angel truly brought the same audience, wouldn't every Sky home game deserve the United Center treat?
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize.
Angel Reese has been vocal about her role in the WNBA's growth, but the ticket sales are telling a different story. Let's see if the numbers back up her claims or prove otherwise.
We'll say this, it's because of Angel Reese. They can't say this because of Angel Reese, because for the simple fact, a lot of their games would have moved to bigger arenas if that was the case. They can't not say this. Like, I know people want it, and like, I know people be mad about this, bro. Like, y'all shouldn't be mad about this, bro. Like, this is just the reality of the situation. You're not a hater. You're not none of that if you say Angel's not as big as Caitlin, because she's not, guys. That's the reality of it all.
If Angel's star power was equal to Clark's, wouldn't the Sky be moving all their home games to the United Center?
Wouldn't every matchup featuring Reese be a guaranteed sellout? Logic suggests that would be the case, if her claims matched reality.
Folks, last year, the Indiana Fever were in Chicago, and a lot of us were asking, why aren't they putting this in the big arena? Are they really that stubborn that they're ready to just turn away dollars just for a narrative? Seems as if they got their end of their year report, looked at the bottom line and said, you know what? Slam shut. In 2025, we're going to be in the United.
Looking at last season's data makes things crystal clear. The Indiana Fever shattered the WNBA's single-season home attendance record, drawing over 341,000 fans in 2024. That's a massive 36% jump from the previous record, which had stood since 2001. This isn't just steady growth, it's a seismic shift in women's basketball viewership.
Are going to be over 200,000 higher than the next highest total attendance in league history. Clarkonomics, my friend!
The real shocker? The Fever broke the 20,000 fan attendance mark 3 different times last season. The Sky, with Angel Reese? Not once.
Chicago's current attendance record wasn't even set during Angel's rookie season. It dates back to 2016, when more than 16.
Reese's team couldn't even match those numbers against the LA Sparks when Angel was still in high school, years before stepping onto a college court.
Guys, I'm telling you, when Caitlin Clark comes to town, put it in the big arena because she is box office and it is going to be big money. Not even just the ticket sales, merchandise sales, concession stands, parking. Dude, they are racking in money from every area when Caitlin Clark comes to town. So, of course, the Chicago Sky, oh, fine. I guess I'll milk that well until it's...
The contrast is even clearer in head-to-head matchups. When Clark and Reese played against each other, ticket prices skyrocketed, with some resale seats going for thousands of dollars as fans scrambled to see the rivalry in person.
Games featuring just Reese, without the Clark factor? They commanded nowhere near the same premium or sense of urgency in the secondary market. In fact, Sky home games next season can still be snagged for bargain bin prices.
Meanwhile, Fever home games have been selling out consistently.
Very thin line between hate and facts. And what I believe to be the case is that there was incremental growth in the WNBA comparatively to the exponential growth we are seeing now. What I'm about to tell y'all I haven't heard before, so I doubt you have either. Before the 2023 season, the WNBA had grown by 40% viewership from 2022 to 2023. But with Caitlin Clark's arrival, it's grown by 400% viewership. What that means...
Even more telling is that Angels games averaged around 9,000 fans last season.
The WNBA saw a massive attendance boost when Clark was on the court. Fever road games averaged 36% more fans than any other team, and the league itself admitted that more than a quarter of last season's revenue came from Clark's impact. That's not just star power, it's a game-changing, league-shifting force that can't be ignored.
Let me tell you about Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark has brought so many eyes to women's basketball that it's amazing. A dude named Acho, I forgot his first name, is something Acho.
Emmanuel Acho.
Yeah. He showed how in 5 days before the draft, she made the WNBA more money than they would have made in the next 5 years without her.
This isn't about diminishing Angel Reese's talent, she has her own following. But when you claim to be an equal draw to someone who's demonstrably bringing in twice the audience, the numbers create an undeniable reality check. There's a difference between saying you bring fans to the arena and actually filling those seats.
And as of right now, to my knowledge, what I've seen, no other Angel Reese games have been moved due to potential attendance for said game. I mean, I'm just pointing that out. I'm not sure if you're allowed to. I've been told, Angel Reese told us it was because of her too. They're coming because of me. Are they really?
The Sky aren't playing favorites, they're making a business move. When one player consistently brings in thousands more fans than another, venue decisions become simple. Basketball franchises are businesses, and businesses follow the money. Right now, the money is following Caitlin Clark.
I don't see other teams doing this for other players. They're doing it for Caitlin Clark because they know Caitlin Clark is bringing the bacon. She's bringing the bacon, but this is...
And that money trail isn't just leading to Chicago's United Center, it's reshaping the entire WNBA. What started as one team's decision has become part of a league-wide transformation centered around Clark's drawing power. Teams aren't upgrading venues out of generosity, they're reacting to a financial reality they can't ignore.
DC hype is real. Is this the Caitlin or Angel effect? Stop it. Caitlin Clark effect, GOAT. Let's go see what the Fever fans got to say. I mean, seriously, the Angel Reese effect. Sarcasm. Every venue CC plays in, the Caitlin Clark effect.
The domino effect is happening faster than anyone expected. The Washington Mystics didn't just stick with their usual arena, they moved their Fever games to Baltimore's 15,000-seat CFG Bank Arena. The Connecticut Sun? They left their home court to play in Boston's TD Garden, where the Celtics play. This isn't a coincidence, it's a calculated response to unprecedented demand. And funny enough, Caitlin Clark saw this coming nearly a year ago when she casually mentioned the possibility after one of her games.